joined by three heads of various things in the bank. So starting from Nikki. Nikki's head of HR business partnerships, Holly head of finance, and Natasha's head of corporate and company secretary. Now that's probably the one that means the least to everyone. So that means Natasha sits around the board table with the board, deals with investors, and is involved in raising capital as well. So three heads of the business. This is the second fireside chat under Ellevate, and the idea really is to get to know the people behind those job titles.
So I was thinking about this when I saw this. For me, it's about being true to yourself, and I think throughout my whole career that's something I've really tried to be, even when, as a female, going into roles that were very male dominated, you could see some of the women had succeeded by adapting, spending their time in the smoking room if they didn't smoke, dressing, acting in a certain way, and it wasn't me, and I didn't want to be not myself. I think it's better now, there's more opportunities, but I still think in some careers it's something you have to have as one of your values, that you are who you are, and I would absolutely say for me that's probably one of the biggest challenges as a woman, to be authentic in the roles that you're doing and as a person, and maintain that authenticity.
Holly?
I think for me, and I think this has got a lot better, I think one of the biggest challenges that we still have is the less accessible female leaders, and this is much better than it used to be. When I was at EY, there was no female partners in my department, but actually kind of coming here and as we've got bigger, there's women on the board now, Georgie's on Manco, like we've got kind of more people in the business. But that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to set up Ellevate, was to create a bit more accessibility to some of the senior female leads in the business. So I think for me, I have kind of my main non-negotiable is the time with my family. So I've got a 3-year-old son, and my kind of general non-negotiable, it is not always kept, but is that the weekend is my family time. I might work maybe slightly longer hours during the week, but my weekend is time to go and spend with my son. Obviously, when needs must, it's kind of sometimes broken, but like 95% of the time, that's kind of like my non-negotiable. And it's a boundary that we've discussed. Like I was really, like coming back from maternity leave, I was really open with like what I needed to be a good employee and what I needed to be a good mum, and kind of I set my boundaries there.
I think being honest with yourself is key. I think I spent a long time trying to fit myself into a box that just wasn't for me. And if I'd have been honest with myself earlier on, I would have ended up in this role at this company earlier, rather than struggling through trying to be somebody I wasn't. So I think being yourself, being authentic is really, really important.